Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. I'm Megan from AbelCine, coming to you from the show floor at NAB 2017. And right now I'm with Jean-Marc from Angenieux at their booth with their brand new announcements. Hi Jean-Marc, thanks for joining me. So right behind me, what we're going to check out first is the new Optimo style Angenieux. So it's the 48 to 130 zoom. Jean-Marc, why don't you tell us a little bit about the concept of this lens?
Well, that lens is really in the same mind of the other short zoom we had for the Optimo style. So very compact, very lightweight, having interchangeable mount between PL as a standard, but we have also Panavision and EF mount. So you can really work with that lens in the all type of camera. And also the good thing on that lens, it covers a very wide format. It's covers 44 millimeter image circle. So it's what we'll call the Ultra Super 35. That's compatible with the Red Epic 8K as we have here, but also the Alexa Open Gate format. So very compatible lens with all kind of camera, all kind of format, and lightweight and compact.
And it's very versatile, as you were saying, so you can change back the elements. It's still the same 114 diameter as the other Optimo style zooms.
Exactly. Yeah, we wanted to keep just the same size and weight and size for the front, so you can put any kind of 114 millimeter clamp on MacBooks on the lens.
But now you have the longer focal length to finish that set, which is really nice. Why don't you tell us about the f-stop and close focus and some of those elements?
Well, in terms of, we wanted to increase the focal length. So a lot of people who are doing interview have just the need to have a lens above 100 millimeter, which was not the case on the compact offer for the Optimo style. So we created that lens that goes up to 130, but you can also use a 1.4 and 2-time extender. So in production, you can go to 260 millimeter with the set of free lightweight zoom plus the extender. So in terms of T-stop, it's a T3, but a T3 full range from wide to tele, and close focus is at 3 feet 1 inch. So it's pretty good, pretty close for tele lens.
Yeah, absolutely. I know people are going to want to get their hands on this lens, especially because of the focal range. So why don't you tell me when we would expect to see it shipping?
Well, delivery is supposed to be in the fall, so you should have it pretty soon. Of course, it's a prototype right now, but we are we'll start building the real zoom in few weeks, and you'll have it in Abel for sure, probably around September, October time.
Nice, very exciting. I know it's so brand new. Nice to see it here for the first time. Okay, now we're going to go check out the new flare sets. Here we are now in front of the also fairly new 44 to 440 anamorphic Angenieux zoom. Jean-Marc, why don't you tell us a little bit about this lens as well?
Well, we introduced that lens last year at NAB. Very good response from a lot of people. We have started delivery in July, so very quite a lot here in the US, but around the world, China, India, Europe. So, that lens is a 10-time zoom, 44 to 440, rear anamorphic zoom, open at 4.5, full range. It's a very kind of, we can say, light compared to other competitive lenses in that type of zoom range, and brings you a very good range for your anamorphic production, because you can have 44 to 440 and even add a 2-time extender in the back, so go to 80 in an anamorphic lens, which is incredible.
That's gorgeous. Now I know we also have new flare sets along with this lens, so we can have more versatile looks. Why don't we talk about that?
Well, a lot of people have been asking, I like your lens, I like your range, I like the look, but I want to have something a little bit different, something a little bit like vintage look on anamorphic. The vintage look is a part of the flare, because, in the 1960s, 70s, the coating were not very efficient. So you had this kind of blue stripe that appears when you put a spot in front of a lens. So we look at the design, and we just find a way to introduce very special coating in the rear part of the lens, so you can just add this flare. And very interesting thing is you don't have to buy a new lens like other people are doing. You just buy that rear element, rear subassembly, and you swap it with the standard coated subassembly in the back of the lens, and you just have a lens with your nice vintage flare. And if you don't like the flare, you just go back and put the standard coated element, and you get the standard look and the standard very minimal flare on your lens. So
I love how versatile it's allowing.
it's very easy to do. It's 4 screws. You can do it really just as long as you have a good screwdriver and you are in a clean area. You can do it right in 5 minutes.
And also speaking to versatility, I know you also have some front elements that can now be changed on your other anamorphic zooms.
Yeah, this is more for the compact anamorphic, just adding also some flare was a challenge on these lenses. So in order to do that, we did uncoated front element for both 30 to 72 and 56 to 152. So you can really just add some flare look, vintage look on these 2 short anamorphic zoom.
I love that per project you could decide, right, what the look is. So that's wonderful. And when would those be shipping, the front element?
Well, both the rear blue flare set for the 40-4440 and the front uncoated element for the short zoom are going to be available in September.
Nice, beautiful. Thank you. They're really beautiful. Now we'll check out the easy zooms. All right. Hey everybody, here we are now with Yosu from Angenieux, and in front of us here is the Easy line of zooms. And speaking to our trend of versatility, again, I know there's so many different ways we can use this lens, so let's talk through some of those scenarios.
All right, so right now we have the 30 to 90 T2 lens right in front of you. It's configured in the Super 35 format with a Sony E mount. You can easily replace the lens mount by yourself in a matter of seconds. You have a choice between PL. Actually, the lens comes with a PL lens mount. You can go Canon EF or the Sony E mount.
And users can change those on their own very easily?
Absolutely. And we're not stopping there. The other cool feature of this lens, which is unique in the industry, is you can change the rear lens group by yourself, and you can go between Super 35 at T2 or full frame VistaVision at T3. And that also can be done by the users by themselves. Once you get used to it, you can do it in a matter of about 5 minutes or so.
And there's 2 lenses in this line currently, right?
Absolutely. We have the 30 to 90 2.2. We just started shipping this one. And we also have over here in the case 15 to 40, a very wide angle lens, also a T2 in Super 35 or a T3 in full frame VistaVision.
So I know you can use these lenses obviously in a cinematic form, but also it looks like you have a new accessory, the servo. Let's talk through all the other options we could use with that.
Absolutely. Now I want to turn the camera. Here we have the new zoom grip. This is developed with our friends from MoveCam. The grip over here actually can fit on both lenses, and you can remove it fairly easily. This particular version has 3 motors. You can control focus, zoom, and t-stop. It talks to all the Canon and Fujinon broadcast controllers. It also has a wireless receiver built in so that you can use the MoveCam wireless controller. So that's the full version. We also have a simplified version with 1 single motor, which you can control the zoom, and you can you have the record stop and stop button as well.
Yeah. Great. Those are all great new announcements to keep versatility. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining me, and stay tuned for more from the show floor.